Hey guys, this is Nick from ReviewOutlaw.com. Today I'm going to be talking about the Malibu Wakesetter MXZ 24-foot in the Wave it makes.
ReviewOutlaw.com. New videos every Thursday at 3 p.m. Subscribe today.
So we purchased 2018 this Malibu and it had maybe very few hours on it, 10 hours, got a great deal on it. Picked it up, put it in the lake. Before that, we had an Access 2014, and so this was a big upgrade. One of the things is the dry weight is 5,500 pounds, so you have more weight, which makes the wake different. Also, being a couple years, they have switched the hull design up a little bit, so that changes the hull as well. One thing I noticed, the big difference was that you can ride two people very easily now. They made some dramatic improvements to the power wedge. Also having the wrist strap on your hand, being able to control the wave. So if you get out there and it's just not perfect, rather than trying to yell back and forth to the driver, up, down, do these adjustments, you can do them yourself. I've actually noticed if I filled all the ballast tanks all the way up and put the wedge all the way down, making it like the steepest wave as possible, it's actually not that fun to ride. It's too tall. So we end up playing with it, moving the wedge a little bit down, or not at its peak level, and pushing that wave out longer and finding that sweet spot. Now, depending on what tricks you're trying to do, so for example, if you're trying to do a 360, the wave is going to be better for kind of a shorter, taller wave. It kind of pushes you into the back of the boat. So there's one setting for that. Now, if you're trying to do jumps, you're going to want a more lippier wave, and so there's a different setting for that. If you want to ride doubles, there's an adjustment for that, so you're going to push that wave as far back as possible. Maybe not as tall, shorter, but longer. So doing these different tricks, or maybe going to wake, which is a really nice thing that you can do by yourself, and what will happen is through the speakers it'll go beep beep, and then the last beep is the transition, and that allows you to kind of time it yourself and not have to worry about the boat driver, because back when I had Access, the boat driver would also sometimes switch the wave without telling me. He thought he knew what was happening. We just didn't communicate very well sometimes. So nice having that control. The one downside about having the control on your hand is you kind of start messing with it and you get lost about like where you set the wave to, so it ends up being kind of funky. Having the presets in the Malibu is really nice. You can have Nick's waves, Paul waves, and different people's waves set up, so you can kind of tune it in. It's like, wow, I do 360s really good on this particular ballast and this particular wave, and then having that preset is really nice. You don't have to find that again. The wave, it just seems much firmer. So before, when I tried to get airs with my Access, it just you try to pop off the top and it would just almost sink in. It was just too soft. Where they changed the prop design, making I think a little bit firmer wave at the top, which is cool. So overall, I mean, a world difference from the 2014. We also did test the Access 2019. Even though the hull design is the same, the weight's pretty much the same. The weight's about 300 pounds less on the Access, so it shouldn't make that big of a difference, but I did notice a much better, funner ride on the Malibu. Yes, you're paying more money for it, but we get such a great deal because this was a leftover model that, and we had all the colors and things that we wanted, so we ended up just going with that. If you bought new, you'd have to kind of do the math out and see if you like it. But the Axis is a really great boat as well. The 2020s, they get a lot of great features with it. They also power wedge. They don't have the screen displays as nice and things like that, but at the end of the day, if you're just surfing, you know, that only matters so much. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments. Thanks.
Hey, I really appreciate you watching this video. If you have time, please give me a thumbs up, share the video on Facebook or social media, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get a notification when new videos come out. Finally, if you leave me a comment, I love those. Really appreciate it. Have a great day, guys.